collaboration.
I call the Honourable Member Melissa Lee. Annyeonghaseyo.
Annyeonghaseyo, Mr. Chair. Thank you very much. It is a great pleasure to rise to take a call on this estimates debate, and I'd like to echo my Chair Pesita Semlo Tuinga's acknowledgement of the Minister, because I have seen the passion in her eyes when she talks about welfare, and I don't know any other Minister. She will be unrivaled in her passion and her hard work, so I'd like to thank her to start off. Isn't it interesting to hear Mr. Hague talking about the imbalance in the society? Mr. Speaker, it would be interesting if the members opposite have, they've actually opposed every single growth initiative we have proposed, just as they have opposed every single restraint that we've made to get back into surplus, just they've said no to making welfare work in this country, and yet they still talk about inequality. New Zealand, sir, is only 1/4 of 1% of the world's economy. So we are in fact negatively affected by what goes on in the rest of the world. But if we continue to do things right, as this John Key-led government is doing, it will conversely have a positive effect on New Zealand, like stimulate new jobs, deliver those better services for families that we talk about while we stay on track for surplus 2014 and 15. Sir, Budget 2012 sees this national government investing in welfare reforms, an upfront investment of $287 million over the next 4 years in the first phase of the reforms. The second phase of the reforms will be funded on Budget 2013. Yes, it will cost more upfront to save over the long term. We have always said that. But this translates to more support to help people off welfare into work. The entire welfare package is expected to cost at least $520 million and is expected to save $1 billion over 4 years. And to me, that's good budgeting. We will keep protecting vulnerable New Zealanders as through working for families, the New Zealand superannuation and welfare benefits. However, we do believe that those who can actually work should work. And we've said that over and over again. People who can work should work. That's why, as part of the first phase of the welfare reform, we're investing $287.5 million on education and training. These reforms are designed to provide better support for beneficiaries to help encourage them back to the workforce. Sir, this government cares about our young New Zealanders. Funding for youth services will provide budgeting and parenting courses, milestone payments to providers and wraparound support, as well as financial assistance to young people. Youth providers will work with unemployed or disengaged young people and teen parents too to get them into education, getting their NCEA level 2 or into training. Even financial assistance for contraception is included in Budget 2012. We know that some on welfare find cost is a barrier to accessing long-acting reversible contraception, so we are removing that barrier. Wider welfare changes include a new work-focused benefit called Job Seeker Support, part-time work expectation for sole parents with children over 5, full-time work expectation for sole parents with children aged over 14, a new sole parent support benefit to replace the DPB, a new supported living payment to replace the invalid's benefit and DPB care of sick and infirm, and an investment approach to the welfare system. And I think it is something that the Minister is leading in this area around the world. National Social Security Youth Support and Work Focus Amendment Bill has passed into law, and it starts our investment approach to welfare in this country. We need to get the best results based on an individual's likelihood of falling into the welfare trap. We cannot see more young people falling into this trap of being dependent on the welfare. Too many people have been on benefit for far too long. We know that young people who come onto a benefit early stay on a benefit longer, and we know how destructive long-term welfare dependency can be. Getting off welfare and into work means better life, better opportunities, and a brighter future for them and their dependents, their children, their families. That's why we are overhauling and modernising the welfare system. We started with future-focused changes, which introduce greater expectations, and the next step will be the second phase of major welfare reforms, which introduces new benefit categories and a greater focus on work. Great Minister, great government, working hard for New Zealanders.
The question is that vote social development stand part of the schedule. Those of that opinion will please say aye. Contrary, no. The ayes have it. The question now is that vote primary industries stand part